All right, let's see if this is working. Let's see here. Starting. Stream health? Question mark. And we're live! There we go. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Taylor, and I'm the Stargate guy, where I talk to you about everything and anything Stargate. We are finally back. It's been a little while. Things have changed in my life. I went off and got married, which, you know, kind of crazy. Never thought that would happen. But now we're back, and today we're going to be doing the first live stream. Hey guys, how you doing? Rigoletto, sup? How you doing? Mickey S, I think that's how you say your first name. How you doing, man? Thanks for welcoming me back. So, by the way, just to let you know, we're dog sitting, so it's not just Moose, it's also like Buddy and Holly as well. And coming up is my wonderful wife, Sarah.
Clearly it's lagging, because I don't see me, I'm invisible.
Yeah, don't look at the screen, just look at the camera.
Oh.
Yeah. That's going to throw us off. I'm going to scroll down so that doesn't throw us off. Anyway, Mr. Bojangles, what's up? Yeah, so we got married last month. Yes, hi Holly. I don't have any cookies for you. I'm sorry. And it was great. You know, nice little ceremony. Went off to Hawaii for a couple of weeks. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so now we're back, and the topic for today is going to be answering a question on Facebook. It's going to be getting your spouse to watch Stargate or significant other. And then we're also going to talk about the future of the channel. Sarah is in the background here working on wrapping up some wedding stuff. What are you doing?
Putting all of the wedding keepsakes into the thing that we use for our advice box. So stuff's going to go in there.
Cool. Alrighty. So let's just jump right into it. Darth Raven, hey, how you doing? Wedding was great. We did have one screw up with the wedding, since you asked.
And it was a bummer.
It was a bummer. The cake lady did not show up. So we did not have our cake. We designed a really nice cake with that like little Syfy symbols all around it and kind of geeky things. And we were looking forward to it. Anyways. And she didn't show up. She thought it was the week after that. So we had a couple of friends of ours scramble and head into town and pop into Safeway and buy a couple of cakes that looked nice. But yeah, everything else worked out great. Textbook. But yeah, it's really nice to see you guys. This is awesome. Darth Raven, what's up? Again. Heferitis Rocks. Heferistus. I don't think I've seen you before. Hey, welcome. But yeah, this is cool. Trigger Price. Gary, I got your email. I loved your gift.
Yes.
And I need to send you another email. I'm so sorry, dude. I've just been super busy. But what we're going to talk about today, you're going to see something since you gave it to me, and I already used it. For the rest of you, that's cryptic talk. But moving on. Not having your cake and eating it too, yes. Sliding Sean, welcome back, thank you. All right, so I see, here's the thing with these live streams. We talk about a subject for a little while, and then I go to you guys, and you guys comment back about the subject, and then afterwards we kind of do a Q&A, and we talk about whatever, including whatever, like tacos or, moose or whatever.
Taco Time Tuesdays with Taylor and Teal'c. I like it.
Yeah, Taco Time Tuesdays with Taylor and Teal'c. We'll see if Christopher Judge wants to go with that. But anyway, so we get off track here. But let's actually get to the subject. We're going to be answering a question that a person posted on a Stargate fan club forum on Facebook. That I thought this was a very interesting topic. And I've gotten this subject a couple of times before, so it'll be good to talk about. And now that we're married, it kind of leads to a good leeway into it. So Roxana on Facebook says, hello, wonderful people. Hi.
Hola.
I saw many posts about couples sharing the series, getting introduced, husband/wife, getting each other Stargate-related presents. It is beautiful. I have a question. What does one do when the significant other does not like sci-fi? Sad face.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, Roxana, some of the people posted and said, well, there's nothing you can do. Others said, strap them to a chair and force them to watch it. I personally disagree with both of those. Now here, in order to talk about Stargate, we also need to talk about relationships, and we need to talk about communication and that kind of thing. So this is a good thing to know for anything. Okay. Whenever we're in a relationship, we want the other person to share in our lives, and things that make us happy, we want to share with them. And that's like that in any relationship, not just if you're married or if you're dating. But if you see a good movie and you go to work, you tell your buddy at work about, hey, I saw this really good movie. You should see it. When something makes us happy, we want to share it with the people that we care about. If things don't make us happy, we want to share it with the people that we don't care about, because screw them. But see, that was kind of a joke. But so when it comes to this particular subject, and when you're talking about a significant other, you need to remember that your significant other feels affection for you and shows affection for you in several different ways. According to the book, The 5 Love Languages, which is an awesome book, you should totally read it. There are 5 ways that people feel affection towards another. There's acts of service, where someone like does the dishes or something for you. There are words of affirmation, where someone tells you, hey, I really appreciate you, I love you. There's physical touch, not what you're thinking about, but hand holding, that kind of thing, pat on the back. There's also quality time, where you guys just hang out. And there's also... Crap, what's the 5th one? Words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service. Gifts. Yes, gift giving. And that could be anything, a handwritten note that says, hey, I thought about you today, or it could be a diamond necklace. So when it comes to Stargate, that can really classify under quality time. And sitting down, I know some people say, well, when you're watching TV, it is not quality time. I disagree. TV brings people together, and I've experienced that in my life with my dad, who's now passed away. He and I sat on the couch watching all of Stargate, and that was one of the things that we really bonded over. We got to talk about, and we got to talk about physics and the military, and we got to talk about history and science and all kinds of different things. And it did bring us together, because it gave us that talking point, and it gave us something to connect with. And that's one of the main reasons why I do this channel, and that's one of the main reasons why I keep doing videos, is because I believe that Stargate is something that can bring people together. And so this is where really, this question, Roxana, is really the core of what this channel is all about. It is bringing people together through Stargate. So if your significant other is not a big sci-fi person, or they show you affection by not having that quality time, they rather do words of affirmation, they rather tell you how much they care about you, they rather do something for you, but sitting down on the couch and spending time with you might not be their forte. So if that's the case, what I would recommend, Roxana, is find out how they feel loved and appreciated, and start doing that to them. And in return, that person would want to reciprocate. And they'll want to show you how much they care about you. And part of that might be sitting down with them and having a conversation and having a heart-to-heart and saying, hey, honey, whatever you want to call that person, I absolutely... What? Schnookums? Well, that's slightly embarrassing. But yeah, sure, you can call them schnookums. But you can sit down with them and just say, hey, I really like it when you sit down with me and you watch Stargate with me, or you sit down with me and we watch anything. Okay, I really like that quality time. That's one of the ways that I know that you love me, because you're willing to do that, and I know you're not a huge fan of it. And that can lead into a conversation of, there's this show that I really like at Stargate. You've heard me talk about it before, but a wonderful way that you can show me that you really care about me, and I would greatly appreciate it if we sat down and every now and then and we watched an episode. And I know you're not a big fan of sci-fi, but we can watch a couple of episodes that are not super sci-fi. They're more funny, or they're more about that kind of thing. Because Stargate does have just some plain funny episodes in it. And you can go and start with a couple of those. That might be a good way to ease the person into it. But I think really sitting down with them, if it really means that much to you, to sit down with them and say, hey, I love you. I know you love me. one of the ways that you can show that is by sharing this with me. It's something that's made a difference in my life, and I want to share it with you. Will you do that? And I'm willing to bet you that they will probably say yes. If they say no, then you have other issues and you should talk to somebody. But most people, I believe, that when they're in a relationship, they want to show the other person that they love them. They want to share with the other person in their life, because if they didn't, they wouldn't have gotten in the relationship in the first place. So that's one of the things that you can do, that's my opinion anyway. Sarah, what do you think?
I mean, I think that there is a balance because, like, for example, before meeting you, I was not necessarily a sci-fi person.
Mm-hmm.
I was more into, like, the TV show Supernatural, like supernatural creatures, kind of. I watched a lot of stuff like that. So, I mean, there is some correlation, but there's definitely two totally different worlds there.
Yeah.
So, it's really just about, hey, I really like this show, let's watch this. And then next weekend, hey, I really like this show. There's a balance, you know.
Yeah.
If you love them, then you watch what they want to watch. And if they love you, then they watch what you want to watch. It's not obviously broken down to that very basic. There's a lot of other stuff, but...
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, and it is a balance. And you have to show that you are willing to watch something that they really like. So, for example, I'm not a huge fan of very romantic movies. I'm not a huge fan. Last Night is the perfect example.
This is embarrassing to me, though, too, okay? Because, like, I've gotten past that age. But when I was, 15-year-old girl, I was a total twihard. Team Edward.
Twihard?
That's what they're called.
That's what they're called?
Yes!
Wow. I thought Gator was bad. Okay. You were a twihard.
Yes, Team Edward. Yes, because I always liked the vampires better than the werewolves.
Okay.
But anyway.
Go on.
I made him watch last night. The way that it was agreed upon was that he could have as much to drink as he wanted.
Yeah. So.
And we recorded his commentary.
Yes, we did. So for the first time, I watched Twilight last night. But that was the deal. I hate, loathe, and despise Twilight, and I didn't see it. I didn't read the books. All I knew was vampires glistened, and an angsty teenager wanted to die, and
she just wanted to die.
Yeah, she wanted.
She wants
opening
to be
scene.
A vampire,
opening scene. You have the deer going on, and she's like, "I want to kill myself."
No.
Opening scene of the movie.
No.
Yes.
No.
At least the opening scene of the Stargate is some Egyptian guy getting abducted.
Yeah.
It's not the Egyptian guy, you see a dung beetle, and that's the Egyptian guy saying, "Man, I want to kill myself." I mean, anyway. So that was the deal.
She's not talking about killing herself.
She did!
She's saying that, like, she'd never given any thought to how she would die, but if it was in the place of someone she loved, then it was worth it.
That's not what I heard.
Tomato.
Anyway. So that was the thing. In exchange for watching, I watched the video, and that was the deal. Since I absolutely hated it, the deal was I can get smashed and make fun of it the entire time through. And I actually had a pretty good time.
I did too.
Yeah.
I made fun of it with you.
So you could do something like that and be like, hey, Johnny, whatever, have a couple of beers and sit down and, make fun of this with me. I don't know. Because, yes, we love the series, but there's a lot to still make fun of. It's just funny. But anyway, so that's another way that you could do it. With us personally, Sarah kind of took it upon herself to sit down and to watch Stargate.
I mean, I haven't picked it up since the wedding. And before the wedding, there was so much stuff happening.
Yeah, we've been extremely busy.
But I did watch season 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. Completely on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Well, almost.
Well, after our first date, I think like the next day or two after that, I sent you a picture of this TV screen and I was watching the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Well, and that's just something like so.
It's a way to connect.
It is a way to connect.
It's a way to understand who you're interested in.
Yeah, it really is. And with us, we met online and we emailed pages and pages back and forth for weeks before we actually met in person. And our first date lasted 8 hours because we just kept talking with each other about absolutely everything. Yeah, we're weird people. But that was one of the things, that I told her, hey, I do this channel. If you want to internet stalk me, it's super easy. And she did.
Of course, I watched all the videos on Beard versus Geek about, like, how I'm better off single, men are better off single, or something.
No, like... they're not better off. There's just benefits to it.
Uh-huh.
There's benefits to being
single. I chose
all
those videos to watch as your first impression, and I still gave you a good shot. So, and I married you, so...
Yeah, so you must have done something right. But that's just a couple of ideas for you. So let's ask you guys. Guys, what do you think about this? What are some ways that you can approach the person that you really care about, whether it's your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, Johnny down the street, whoever, how to watch Stargate? Because this is something that has obviously made an impact in your life if you take the time to sit here and watch a weird live stream with us talking about it and watch the channel. So what would work for you guys? What has worked for you guys? So let's go into the comments here and see what people have said so far. What?
You should talk about relationships in Stargate as far as, I don't know, character relationships.
Yeah, we totally could.
Strengths and weaknesses and I don't know.
That might be a good Valentine's Day live stream.
That would be a good Valentine's Day.
Yeah. All right. DMC Bigfoot, howdy. Jaffa Cree, Mr. Miles. Darth Raven, dude, I am so sorry. Hope you got your cash back.
We did.
Oh, yeah, for the cake thing. Yes. We totally did. And she actually gave us a little more.
She was super nice about it.
Yes.
She's got a lot going on in her life. And...
Yeah. I mean, this is a person who is working full-time job. She was making cakes on the side. And
kids.
Yeah, she's fostering kids. And that week, she just got a new kid. And that's...
Yep.
Yeah, like...
We weren't about to give her a hard time.
Yeah.
I mean, in the end, I had this super awesome coworker that went and ran to Syfy and found the cutest cake she could find and a couple of sheet cakes and called it good. And of all the things to go wrong on your wedding day, a cake is pretty expendable. Yeah. Like, it's would have sucked if the photographer didn't show or something like that. Or to me, the photos are super important because I want all those memories to be like, something tangible. So it worked out.
Worked out great. Sliding Sean, welcome back. Thank you. Zachary Nikar.
Oh. From our engagement. We got engaged on New Year's Eve, so I kept the thingy.
Zachary says, my wife loves Stargate. She always asks me to watch it. That's awesome, dude.
Aww.
DC and Bigfoot. Oh boy, keep it PG-13. We will try. Let's see here. Omega Ordained, what's up, dude? Nice to see you. Contraya. Darth Raven, when spouse don't like Syfy, divorce. Roll on the floor. No, I would not recommend that. My opinion, divorce should always be the last option. And if you're divorcing over Stargate, then you got issues. Mr. Mox, Chief Engineer, yes, if they don't like Syfy, then you have to find someone else you can do better.
Aww. What happened to, like, love conquers all?
Saya Smith, hi. Mr. Bojangles, they should try, if they don't like that specific item, c'est la vie. Yeah. Like, ultimately, you can't make someone sit down with you and do something.
Yeah.
You can...
And there is something to be said about, like, if you're dating someone or in a relationship with someone who, like, won't budge at all. I mean, I guess there are certain things that, like, people are who they are, and that's part of, like, their character. But if it really comes down to, like, watching a TV show and they never, they always refuse to watch it, There's something to be said about, like, not wanting to compromise and how that will affect, like, every other facet of your relationship.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, with any relationship, there's always some level of compromise and give and take. And if there isn't that, then you're going to have a lot bigger issues down the road.
Yeah.
I don't know, not that it's a huge indicator, but it can be an indicator that there's a deeper issue to look at.
Yeah.
Dragonware 44, finally you're back. I missed you guys. I missed you too, man. Dragonware 44, he comments on everything. I love it. Darth Raven at the Stargate Guy. Have you ever thought of a treasure hunt written in Lantian? No. I don't really think about stuff like that. Although that would be kind of cool. I don't know. If you make one, let me know. And actually, like, bury some cool treasure. And I'll go find it. Remember when O'Neill said the symbols have a name? Do you think the address is the name written on ancient Atlantean? So it's like Cha'ul-Ak from Earth. Remember when I said about the symbols having a name? Yeah, okay. Written in ancient Atlantean, like, yeah. I mean, that is two different videos there, or not two different videos, two different languages. So like Abydos would be called something else, or in Earth, and Chulak would be called something else. Trick or Prize. This is almost like a lost video for Beard vs. Geek.
A little bit.
It kind of is, yeah. If you guys don't know, I did have another channel called Beard vs. Geek, where we talk about all kinds of different things. Stargate, Star Trek, Star Wars, Harry Potter, also some dating and relationship stuff as well. The Trail Artisan, you guys are awesome. Thank you. So are you.
Yeah.
Radim Kids, by far the best Stargate character. That's off topic, but sweet. Mr. Mouse, Chief Engineer at the Stargate Guy. If she ever wants you to dress up as Edward, you'll have to draw the line there.
No, I won't ask you to.
I am not wearing that much
I'm
makeup.
not that into Twilight anymore.
No, you're really not.
I tried to reread it, and it just... It's not like Harry Potter. Harry Potter, I feel like, translates to any age. And, I mean, the books are written in a way so that, like, you can start at a certain age, and the vocabulary and the reading level is at that age, and as you grow and read the books, the vocabulary and the content of the story grows up with you.
Yeah.
But Twilight is really just for, like, an angsty teenage girl, and when you're, not that anymore, you try and read it, and it's
it's
not romantic anymore. It's just creepy and weird. I tried. I have a sentimentality about it. I do still, I love what it meant at that time in my life, but reading it now, I can't do it anymore. It's awful.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's a really good point, because with other franchises like Harry Potter, I mean, there are people who read it when they were in their 50s and actually quite enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. You don't really get that with Twilight.
Not so much.
But
I'm sure there are 50-year-olds that read it, though.
Probably, yes.
I mean, yeah.
They're probably single and have 20 cats. Whatever.
That's mean.
What? I'm just... I know people like that, and they might like the book. That's all I'm saying. I have literally met those people. Anyway.
Really, there's an echoing effect when you're talking.
Oh, there is? Sorry. Echo.
Do I have an echo? I know! Season 15 next week! I'm so excited!
Oh, for Supernatural?
The final season. I'm so sad.
Oh. What's the cake thing? Hey, guys. Hey, Dennis.
Wait.
What?
I'm reading the Supernatural comments, okay?
Oh, sorry.
How Supernatural lasted for something like 14 seasons is beyond me. It's basically because of the comedy and the relationship between the two brothers. I think that is a unique TV show relationship.
I think it comes down to the money.
What do you mean?
Well,
a
TV show that lasts 14...
that's how it lasted. Is people watched it.
Yeah, and
It's the last
they
show.
were able to really sell some good ad space in order to keep the show going, even with the increasing salaries of the actors.
Yeah.
It's like what's happening with The Big Bang Theory. Simpsons. If it keeps making money, they're probably going to keep doing it.
There's such a fan following on it though too, that I mean, I didn't look into it or anything, but I'm curious about why they are deciding to end it. I wonder, because I don't know if it's the actors. I mean, I know the actors were like, there was footage and stuff about them crying over it and stuff. They were upset about it ending, but everybody felt like it was like time.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, it is a solid job for 15 years.
15 years, yeah. I mean, I don't know a whole lot of shows that last that long.
Yeah. I mean, Stargate SG-1 lasted 10, Atlantis 5, Universe 2. But, I mean, SG-1 could have gone on further if the behind-the-scenes stuff of MGM had its accounting better and its act together. The show itself was still doing pretty good. But the behind-the-scenes stuff kind of killed it. So, I don't know. But, I mean, 15 years for a show is extraordinary.
It is.
Not a lot of shows do that.
Well.
What?
My cousin's wedding priest died.
The day before?
Wow.
Oh, that's bad omen.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That's some bad juju.
Sorry. Mr. Box, Chief Engineer. The best way I found to get people into things like Stargate, Star Trek, so on, I just play it in the background when I do household chores.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
I feel like, honestly, it doesn't matter what genre you're watching. People, if they watch something long enough, will find some facet of it that is interesting to them.
Mm-hmm.
Because whether it's a scary movie or a comedy or a romance or whatever, there's always like a character or a theme or something that grabs human interest. I mean, unless you're absolutely not into movies and books and TV shows at all, I think every human being can find something in any sort of media that is interesting to them.
Yeah.
If at least slightly.
Yeah. Well, like, for example, take a lot of horror films. I absolutely hate scary movies. I hate horror films. But the one part of it that I did like for the longest time is in the first 5 minutes, there's always a hot blonde chick.
Hey.
What? I haven't seen any since we got married.
That's all good. Whatever.
Still, like, that proves your point. There's some facet within those movies that a person likes. Even if it's the hot blonde chick that dies 5 minutes into the movie every single time.
Uh-huh.
Or the hot black chick. What? People can be hot and be different skin colors. It's cool. Anyway, we're getting off track again. Sorry, you don't have the same echo Taylor has.
Maybe you're too close to the thing.
Echo. It's okay. I hear it on headphones. The echo isn't bad. It's super minor. Okay, awesome.
Well, we moved the microphone a little ways away from him, so maybe that'll help.
Yeah, we'll see. He who controls the spice controls the nothing.
What?
That comment just trailed off. He who controls the spice controls the nothing.
I don't know.
Have you read Dune? No, I haven't. That could be a Dune reference. NCIS, I believe, is on season 17 or something now. Wow.
Yeah, that one I don't understand, but I don't watch it, so I can't talk.
Yeah. Favorite book series, Dragon Riders, Perm. Haven't read that.
I haven't read it either. As you can tell, we do love books.
Yeah, we love books. Yeah. I'm just finishing up book 12 of the year so far. That's my goal, is to read 12 books this year. Not that pertains to...
I'm not going to say anything because I haven't read a whole lot this year, sadly. Well,
you've been primarily busy with the wedding. I mean, let's face it, you were the primary heading up of the wedding.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't participate, because I did.
You did. It was awesome.
A lot. Okay? Just throwing that out there. Let's see here. My wife likes ones like McKay and Mrs. Miller. That was a good episode. Involving the typical day and life of a relative into the action and secret life of the Stargate missions. Yeah, see, it's good to find something like that. If the person really likes comedy, then go for one of the funny episodes. If they like intrigue, well, there's episodes that are kind of murder mystery type of things.
I still want to watch the Teal PI episode. I say that all the time.
Yes, she does.
I really should just skip way ahead.
That's the
watch
200th
that one
episode.
We could do it. Just watch the one episode and then go back to where we are.
No, there's characters in that episode that you're going to have no clue who the hell they are.
But it looks funny.
It is. 200th episode is awesome. Same with the 100th episode. It's just funny. Anyway. No, there isn't always a blonde chick. Have you seen Sadako in The Ring? She's not blonde at all. I have seen about 5 minutes of The Ring. Enough to know that there's a weird psychotic person that climbs out of a well and
but
kills
isn't
people.
Sarah Michelle Gellar in The Ring? Or do I have that mixed up?
See? Hot blonde chick.
Pretty sure Sarah Michelle Gellar's in there.
Yeah. I mean, that was a 90s movie where she was still attractive, right?
She's always attractive.
Okay.
She's a pretty woman.
I've seen that movie.
That's a good movie. I like that movie.
Pretty Woman was weird. It's
a classic.
It's a class. It's about a prostitute trying to go straight.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's a guy gets this prostitute and he dresses her up and makes her into a person.
Wow.
What?
No.
That's Pretty Woman. It's a weird movie.
It's not weird. They fall
weird.
in love.
The guy's psychotic. Well, not
No.
psychotic, but what is it? Sadistic? What?
I don't know.
I don't know. The word will come to me. Mickey S. How are the in-laws?
They're good.
Fine.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. They're pretty awesome.
Yeah, I rather like my in-laws.
Yeah.
They live just right across the street. At least for now.
For now, yeah.
Dennis Tabor, live your life, I think it means live. Live your life like John Shepard. Either charm your problems with your good looks or shoot it with a P90. So that leaves me with shooting it with a P90.
Oh.
Shout out from Alabama. Hey, Chance, how you doing? I love Orville. Orville's awesome.
Orville is awesome. I've only watched, 2-3 episodes now?
2 episodes, yeah.
It was good.
Yeah,
I'm really enjoying it.
It's a good show.
We've started so many shows. It's
Yeah.
sad. It's really sad how many shows we have.
We haven't started any or finished any.
Because, I keep wanting to see these certain episodes or whatever, so I start a show, and then he's like, I want you to see this show. And
yeah.
We've literally started 10 shows.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing, is you like something, so you want to share it with the person that you care about. Chief Mouse, Chief Engineer at the Stargate Guy. I see the DS9 space station behind you, but nothing from Stargate. Shame. Dude, I got a whole room with Stargate stuff in it. It's just not this one. I got a uniform in the closet over there.
We don't have any Stargate in here?
No, we don't.
I mean, we have books.
Nah, but no Stargate books.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can fix that.
Well, we need to totally fix that.
Yeah.
I mean, instead of the diplomas up there, we can take that down. We can put up a giant painting of Atlantis or something.
Do you have a giant painting of Atlantis that
I
I'm
can
not
get
aware
one.
of?
I can get one. I know people.
Nice.
Mr. Bojangles, read Shakespeare, Taylor. It's kind of a bunch of them in one.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I've read a lot of Shakespeare. I've actually played in a lot of Shakespeare.
The only Shakespeare to me that's of interest is the comedies. I get really bored with the King Lear and the Hamlet and Macbeth and all that.
The Scottish
Yeah.
play. The Scottish play.
What do I gotta do? Spin around 3 times one way and 4 times the other way and
then spit over your shoulder.
run around the house once.
Twice. 3 times and you're a lady.
I'm already a lady.
You once was 3 times a lady. Darth Raven, what is the next sci-fi series you're going to forcibly suggest to your wife? Warehouse 13
Yeah.
and or Eureka.
No, what did we started Eureka.
Yeah, we did
watched
start Eureka.
1 or 2 episodes of Eureka.
Yes.
And then I don't know what happened. We got sidetracked or something.
Yeah, that was one of the 10 shows we started and never finished.
Yeah. We've done really well with Castle. We've watched like 2.5 seasons of Castle.
Yeah.
And stuck to it.
Yeah. I like Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Watch Firefly.
Show.
Have you seen Firefly?
No, unfortunately.
You need to see Firefly.
I really wanted to.
Yeah.
Just haven't gotten to it.
Well, we need to, finish Stargate before we go on to Firefly.
Yeah. We need to actually,
It's a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Bob John.
Schedule. On Tuesdays we watch this, and on Wednesdays we watch one episode a week.
That'll take forever.
Yeah.
We'll be married for 50 years and just, finish up the shows that we started.
Wow.
Bob John, does anyone watch The Expanse? No.
I don't know
quick.
what that is.
There's even a Star Trek reference in the 20th episode, or 200th episode of SG1. Yes, there is. Love it. And Brad Wright is also in that reference. He played Scotty. You guys going to be seeing the new Picard series coming soon. I'll probably watch a couple of episodes. Unfortunately, STD kind of wrecked Star Trek for me a little bit. And it was just, I watched half of that first season, and I couldn't take it anymore. It was just not in continuity with anything else.
Thanks.
Water or the coffee?
Water.
Okay. That's American remake. I am on about the Japanese original, which is better. What are you talking about?
The Expanse?
Oh. Okay, could be.
I have no idea. Oh, The Grudge. The Grudge.
Oh, The Grudge.
The Grudge.
What about The Grudge?
Sarah Michelle Gellar is in The Grudge.
Oh.
The Ring.
That's what SMG means.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know. I'm not that much of a fan.
You're clearly not a Buffy watcher. I watched Buffy.
No, I never watched Buffy. However, I would appreciate it if Buffy made a cameo in Twilight and just started killing people. I would have really liked that movie at that point. She just showed up with a couple of swords or crossbows and they're like, yeah! Started slicing off heads. What? Cedric Diggory died and came back as a weird vampire. He needs to die again. That's all I'm saying. He just be done with it. Anyway. Pretty Woman was more about changing the heart of a greedy man. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Exactly.
No.
Thank you. Who is that?
Fuzzinator.
I'm really blind.
Fuzzinator original.
Thank you, Fuzzinator.
It is not original. About that. It's about a prostitute getting new clothing.
It's a romantic movie about a man who's like...
It's a sweet romantic movie. Okay, I'm going to call this line. I'm going to get a hooker. And then if I like her, then I'm going to dress her up in clothing and take her out to dinner and teach her how to be an upstanding person. That's what it was about. If you look at the movie from his perspective, that's what it was.
I have to rewatch it so that I can create a strong argument because it's been a while.
Moving on. I love the Orville, Supernatural, Stargate, Soldiers, anything sci-fi. Or anything with an S, apparently. Well, except for the Orville. That was Sliding Sean. I should start bumping the table, shouldn't I?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, shaking camera. How about Farscape? No, never watched Farscape.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Dragonware 44, 100th episode of SG1 called Wormhole Extreme. Awesome episode, one of my favorites.
We need to get that back on the... We need to watch more Stargate.
Yes, we do. Well, you do.
How about... Oh, that was already asked. Never mind.
Eureka and Castle are great.
Castle.
The Rookie is good too.
I watched a few episodes of The Rookie. It was interesting. I heard that Detective Ryan played in the latest episode of The Rookie.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of... And he was playing a bad guy.
I think it was interesting that there were a couple of Stargate cameos in Castle.
Yeah.
Like Colonel Caldwell showed up in season 3, playing a guy who thought he was he was playing a spy game and he got arrested and didn't realize that he actually got arrested.
Was that the one I fell asleep during?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He was a bald guy. They were in the cafe. Okay, never mind.
I definitely fell asleep through most of that episode.
Okay. Yeah, you did. But yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Colonel Caldwell made an appearance. Yeah, STD was a little disappointing, but still entertaining. Maybe for you. For me, no. I was pissed off.
He gets very, like, emotionally attached to, like, original versions of things.
Yeah. It's called continuity. I mean, if you're building a universe, then you need to have some sort of continuity in it.
I wouldn't know. I've only seen the newest Star Trek movies.
Okay, well, for example, in the newest Star Trek movies, right? The episode or the character Khan, played by Benedict Cumberbatch. Imagine if in one movie he was Benedict Cumberbatch, and the next movie he was small, brown, and fuzzy.
Well, that's weird.
But it's still Khan. That's what they did.
That's weird.
Yeah. They took a Klingon and they just completely screwed it up and
turned him into
everything.
One of those, what are they called?
The technology was all screwed up. It was just...
What's the little...
Ewok?
Ewok. They turned him into an Ewok.
They did actually, but...
That'd be cute though.
You get the
point. Little Ewok Khan.
A little Ewok Khan. Oh, Daddy! Yeah! Buried alive! Buried alive! Anyway, Warwick Davis will play the part.
There you go. We've done the casting for him.
There we go. Pretty Woman is basically My Fair Lady. No, the woman in My Fair Lady wasn't a whore. By definition, she was. But not My Fair Lady.
You should adjust your language.
Well, I'm sorry. It's just... I'm apparently pretty passionate about Pretty Woman. He never watched Farscape. No, I didn't. Sorry. I've seen the characters from Farscape on Stargate. Let's see here. The Stargate levels is... Well, wait. I only read the back half of that. Farscape is close to Stargate levels in goodness. Oh, cool. Did you ever watch Continuum?
I've at least heard of that one now. But no.
Yeah, Farscape is... Man, there's a lot of people talking about Farscape. Or is that just the same person? I keep reading his comments.
Where's my phone?
STD is sometimes used for Trek. It's rather unfortunate, however, that it's also short for sanitary towel. A lady's product. That is unfortunate, yes.
Farscape.
Have you ever seen The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance?
Was that the new one on Netflix?
I don't know. I remember The Dark Crystal. Like that.
Yeah. I was always more interested
in the movie
in
as a
that
kid.
one.
Yeah, like Dark Crystal, we like the weird puppets and stuff. I don't know.
Farscape was 1999 to 2003. Thrown into a distant part of the universe, an Earth astronaut finds himself part of a fugitive alien starship crew.
Cool. Yeah. Him, then, and Claudia moved over to Stargate SG-1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as two of the leads. Later on. Later on.
Cool.
Hi,
buddy.
Have you ever watched Babylon 5? No, haven't. Sorry.
Come here, buddy. Buddy,
hey, Bubby.
Make an appearance. Oh.
No, he just wants
He's
on the
not
bed.
exactly Moose.
Yeah. So this is Buddy.
Buddy, say hi. Say hi to the camera.
Nah. He just wants on the bed.
Yep.
More like they took a Klingon and put him in a microwave for about an hour. Yeah. Let's see here. Babylon 5 is another great one. Okay, I guess it's new. Babylon 5 rocks. Okay. So, since I've caught up on the comments now, we need to talk about this channel and how this show is going and what it's going to be like in the future. So, with taking a break and dealing with the wedding and honeymoon and all that stuff, getting married kind of changes things, which is weird because I don't know, it's like a different feeling.
Okay.
Anyway, so with getting married, we are focusing on different parts of our life. We are basically trying to set ourselves up so that we can have a good relationship and a good marriage. And someday, when we do have kids, hopefully not anytime soon, but we'll see. Hopefully. But in the future that, we'll be able to provide for a family and do all that good thing. So things we're trying to basically get our lives together, and it takes time. With what I'm trying to say is that it has given me a lot of time to think about what to do with the channel, and it has given me an opportunity to look back at the previous 2 years, because as of October 1st, which was 6 days ago, this channel just hit its second year birthday. Yay. So going on 3 years now, and it's really been awesome so far, and your guys' support has been amazing. Like, seriously, I love reading all the comments, and it's great. I mean, we're a little over 8,000 subscribers, and it's pretty cool. But this has given me the opportunity to look back at...
What? I'm just laughing at Buddy in the background.
Oh. This has given me a chance to look back at the channel and to see what's working, what is not working. And so I put out a couple of surveys on YouTube and on Twitter. And you guys were able to tell me what type of videos you really like. The theories, of course, were just really up there as far as the ratings and what people really like. Looking forward, see, I have a hard time putting this into words. That's me asking for help.
Well, I'm not entirely sure exactly what you're going to be wanting to say here.
Oh, well, neither am I. So that works out great. You can tell we rehearsed this a lot before we went on camera. Basically, going forward, we're at a point with the channel where it's make it or break it. And what I would actually love to do going forward, I would actually love to have this channel be something that I can serve you guys every single day. And I can make you guys more than one video a week, and I can get you a lot of awesome Stargate content and really get you guys more involved in the channel and get me more involved in it. I would love to be at that point where I can spend 8 hours a day just working on Stargate stuff and writing articles and creating a website, creating different products, that kind of thing. Up until this point, that hasn't been a reality because I've been working in a cubicle, and I still kind of am. So from this point forward, we're really looking at, is this thing going to be something that I can do full time and I can serve you guys and give you some awesome content, or is this something that is going to be a hobby? And is that you trying to tell me something?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just scratching your back.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. So that is something that we all need to be looking forward to in the future and see where we want this thing to go. Because it is not just up to me, it's up to all of you guys as well. Because I would not be making videos 2 years from 2 years ago if you guys weren't around watching and commenting and taking part of the live streams and doing that kind of thing. And likewise going forward, I won't be making videos 2 years from now without awesome support of you guys. It just won't happen. This is a two-way thing here, and it's something that I really love, and it's something that I can see that a lot of you guys really enjoy as well. And I would like to keep that going. So in order to really make the channel viable long-term, some people have suggested to me every now and then that we start a Patreon campaign, And that is, if you guys aren't familiar with it, patreon.com. A person can go there and they can donate to a creator, and in return, they get stuff as well. It could be early access to videos, it could be bonus videos, it could be group chats where you and I hang out with a couple other people, or just you and I, and we get on Google Hangout or Skype or whatever, and we just sit down and we talk about whatever you want to talk about. And that is something that we're starting. Patreon.com/the Stargate Guy. One of the reasons that I really like this is that it gives an opportunity for me to give you something as well. I don't beg for money. I don't ask for money. I work for it. And so Patreon, unlike Ko-fi, which is what we were doing, which is more like a tip jar, Patreon allows me to give you stuff in return. So if you guys would like to donate to help keep the channel going, in return, you can get things like bonus videos. We can have a small group chat once a month where we can sit down on Skype or something. We can talk for an hour about whatever the hell you want. We can have one-on-one chats, conversations. And really, those are the people that I'm going to go to first to really talk about what you guys want to have happen with the channel. Because at that point, by joining on Patreon and supporting the channel like that, you're a producer of the channel. That's how a producer works. Okay? So that is something that I'm going to be going to you guys for on Patreon first and saying, hey, I'm thinking about this idea or this idea for a video. Which one do you guys like better? How do you think I can make this channel better? That kind of thing. They're the people that are going to first because they're the ones who are really supporting it in that way. So I'm letting you know, and I'm putting a video out right after this about Patreon and saying, hey, this is what we're doing. This is something that, honestly, I'm not going to pull any punches. This can make or break the channel. I'm sorry. Long term. I'm not stopping videos tomorrow or something. Long term, the reality is that in order for the content to be produced, there needs to be some money there to back it up. I'm sorry, but that's kind of how it is. And long term, again, I'm not giving up videos tomorrow. Sorry, people who hate me. I'm not doing it. I'm more stubborn than that. But I would greatly appreciate it. I wanted to let you guys know and really have a heart-to-heart and let you guys know what's going on. And yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have any questions about this? Am I explaining this okay?
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like I'm babbling.
I can't read your mind.
True, yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think the gist is it's time consuming to create a video, edit it, and when you're trying to do more than one video a week or even just the one video a week, it takes time.
Yeah.
And we don't always have that kind of just time.
Yeah.
And so you want to dedicate it to it, but at the same time you have to see results from it.
Yeah. I mean, because right now, right now I'm working a full-time job. That's how we're paying the bills. We both are. Yes. We're both working full-time jobs. Yes. Sorry, I didn't want to diminish your contribution. And she's absolutely right. It does take time. It takes a lot of time, more than you would think, in order to make a video and to make it good. So long-term, what I would like to do, I would like to get someone who will edit the videos for me and who can do a lot better job and take less time so I can get more videos out, that kind of thing. And in order to do that, editors want money, which is a weird thing, but they do. So that's kind of what we're talking about long-term in order to help the channel be viable. So, again, not giving up making videos tomorrow. You can go to patreon.com/The Stargate Guy. There is a link in the description box down below, and there is going to be a video coming out today that is going to be talking about it. And there's also more information on patreon.com/The Stargate Guy about the different rewards and things that you can get in return. So does anyone have any questions about that kind of thing? A couple of comments have popped up that I haven't read yet. let's see here. Pop314, some creators give a 5% discount to their merch if you're a patron on Patreon. That is a possibility in the future. I do have some ideas where it comes to products. The difficulty with products, or of any kind of products right now, is that we're dealing with copywritten material. Stargate is copyrighted by MGM. And since it is copyrighted by MGM, they have an obligation in order to protect their copyright, or else it'll just go away from them and they can't do anything with it. So for people to make products, they have to get officially licensed. They have to go through this whole legal thing. MGM's lawyers have to look at it to make sure it's representing the brand well, that kind of thing. And it's hard to make physical products when it's just me in a garage, you know. But there's a couple of ideas that might happen in the future. It depends on how things go. But that is something that could happen. And with the Patreon rewards, that can entirely depend. If people want something else instead of a bonus video, then if enough people are saying, hey, we want something else, then we can do that. It's totally possible.
Well, I think a lot of it comes down to feedback from you guys. Because, for example, we had you had planned that live event in Portland, and it was a flop. Not one person purchased a ticket, and so what would be interesting to find out is the reasoning behind. Was it that, the ticket was too expensive? Was it that it was in Portland? What can we do in the future to create a live event that more people would be able to attend?
Yes.
So I think some of it really is feedback from you guys about, like, what are you looking for and how can we achieve it?
Yeah. Because really this whole thing is really about serving you guys.
With our hands tied behind our back a little bit, since it's not something that's yours.
Yes. Yeah. But it really does come down to what do you guys want? What serves you guys best? Because I have a belief that if I help enough people, if I serve enough people, I don't have to worry about money. I'm not serving enough people. So I want to talk to you guys about how we can make that better and how we can serve people and how to help them grow the community, because this is something that it's very publicly known. MGM is re-examining Stargate, and they're looking at the fan base and they're looking to see what they can do with it. And if the fan base doesn't come together, and if it doesn't grow, and if it doesn't say, we want this, we are proving that we can love Stargate and we can help it to grow, they're not going to do anything with it. And so that's another one of the reasons why I keep doing this channel and why I love talking to you guys, is because that shows MGM directly, hey, there is a fan base. Hey, there are people who are making videos. There are people who are watching videos about Stargate. There is interest there that is growing. But that's beside the point. Couple of comments here. Took me a couple of minutes to remember. Hey, German Trekkie. Hi.
When Dark Willow was... Took me a couple of minutes to remember what Dark Willow was. Oh, okay. That's just a character.
BTBS.
From Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that show. Pop314 again. You can get people to join your channel for cash on YouTube as well.
I'm sorry. I'm reading the Buffy the Vampire Slayer stuff because I'm into that.
Okay. Again, when Buffy shows up in Twilight and starts chopping off heads, I'll watch.
You can get people to join your channel for cash on YT.
YouTube as well. So what he's referring to is kind of the sponsor program on YouTube. Okay. That is only for particular types of channels and for channels that have grown to a certain amount of subscribers. And we're not there yet.
Okay.
We're not close. Mr. Mox, Chief Engineer at the Stargate Guy. It just so happens that I edit videos as a hobby. Oh, cool. Hoping to turn it more into more of a career. Maybe I can help you out. That would be awesome, dude. Email me and let's talk. Email me thestargateguy@gmail.com. Let's talk. If we can help each other out, fantastic. Sliding Sean, I would offer my services as an editor for free, but I'm not sure if I'm up to par. That's okay. Email me. I don't mind talking to people. For example, the channel art, that's done by my buddy Gary over at Trekker Prize. You can check him out since we were talking about Star Trek anyway. YouTube.com, Trekker Prize. Gary, he makes graphic design kind of on the side right now, and he's pretty damn good. And so he made the art for the Stargate guy and for Beard vs. Geek. And that's something that he can use as a portfolio going forward to get better gigs or something, to be like, hey, this is what I've already done. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I can help you out as well. I would like to do that. Anubis Ra, hi, I am alive and live. Yee. Yee! Awesome. Dragon Warrior didn't go to the live event because he was in Indiana, no money. Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. Anubis Rock, congrats on your best decision you ever did getting married.
Yay.
Yeah. I'm glad I did that too.
Yep.
Just a little bit.
Just a little
bit. Let's see here. Pamela Jasper, grant access to Stargate Library to view Unlimited for a fee per month. That service is actually already happening. That is happening at stargatecommand.co. They have it. That's official MGM stuff. They have some awesome articles and stuff there as well. But you can go there and you can pay one fee and you're good for a year. And you can watch all the Stargate stuff you want. You can read the books on there, all kinds of different things. Turkey Prize, oh, you two are kind. Well, dude, you made some awesome stuff, man. Of course I'm going to promote you. You made awesome stuff.
Yep.
Dragon Warrior 44, my sister just got remarried last month. She's 59. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's great. We're only shooting for once, though.
Yeah.
I know.
We're going for one.
We're going for one. That's a Sergeant Bilko reference. But that I don't know. I probably shouldn't ask her right now. But if I die, would you remarry?
I'm on the spot.
Yes, you are.
Well, I mean, it would definitely depend on when you die.
Yeah.
But hopefully you don't die until you're like 110.
I'm okay with that.
I told you that was part of the marriage contract. You signed it. You can't die until you're 110.
I don't remember that being on there.
Well, you should have read the fine print.
I'm okay with that. Currently reading the Harry Potter books again after about 20 years. Yeah, so are we. We're not on the Half-Blood Prince, though.
We're on Order of the Phoenix.
Yeah. Once you're married, stay married. Works for me.
Yep.
All right. Well, guys, I think that is it. We've been on here for an hour now, so I think we're good. Anyway, so let me know in the comment section what you guys think about any of this stuff. For you two guys, email me, thestargateguy@gmail.com. And be sure to check out the link below to the Patreon campaign that is just going live today. Putting out a video about that right after this. And the part of this video is going to come out again later today. That is just the main discussion, what we talked about. Not half of it, but just the sum up. Let me explain. No, that'll take too long. Let me sum up. Name that one. That's an easy one.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Princess Bride?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Come on, that's an easy one.
Fail. I failed.
Anyway. So guys, thanks again so much for subscribing and for watching this whole thing all the way through. You're amazing. And thanks again for all your support with us getting married. It's really awesome to read your guys' comments about that. I really appreciate it. Okay. So guys, be sure to check out patreon.com/ or is it the other way? / the Stargate Guy. And until next time, we'll see you on the other side.